Yes, we already know how the late, great Gene Hackman died, but now we know. Now we know everything. Hello, my fam. Perez Hilton here, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and authorities in Santa Fe, where the Oscar winner and his late wife, Betsy, lived, have just released a final autopsy with all of their findings. So much of this has not been reported yet. Let's get into it, and if you're a medical professional, I'm going to need your help. We previously were told that the 95-year-old passed away in February due to advanced Alzheimer's and heart issues. And that's all true, but there's so much more to it. According to the Office of the Medical Investigator in New Mexico, a final autopsy shows that Hackman had a history of congestive heart failure, in addition to severe chronic hypertensive changes, kidneys. 95 years old, he was dealing with a lot. Heart issues, which we knew about, memory issues, but also now kidney issues too. The final autopsy also reveals that he had a biventricular pacemaker placed in April of 2019. Also noted were neurodegenerative features consistent with Alzheimer's disease. The autopsy showed severe atherosclerotic and hypertensive cardiovascular disease with placement of coronary artery stents and a bypass graft, as well as a previous aortic valve replacement. He'd had so many heart issues. Remote myocardial infarctions were present involving the left ventricular free wall and the septum, which were significantly large. Examination of the brain showed microscopic findings of advanced stage Alzheimer's disease. Hackman tested negative for the hantavirus, the rare rodent-borne and spread disease that took his much younger wife's life. Also, quote, testing for carbon monoxide was less than 5% in saturation, in keeping with a normal range, the medical examiner noted. Now, here's the really weird part to me. Or maybe not weird, maybe even more tragic. Weird in that I'm not sure how to interpret this, but I think I know. A toxicology report found trace amounts of acetone in Hackman's system when he died. When I think of acetone, I think of nail polish remover, right? He had trace amounts of acetone in his system when he died. However, the solvent used for chemicals is also a product of diabetic and fasting-induced ketoacidosis, as well as a metabolite following isopropanol ingestion. Fasting. Hackman's toxicology test showed acetone levels at 5.3 mg/dl, whereas reported normal endogenous acetone levels in blood are up to 0.3 mg/dl. It says here, the findings are consistent with a prolonged level of fasting. Translation: as we know, his wife died approximately a week before he did, in the same house. And he was so out of it, he probably starved to death, or at least that was a contributing factor. Fasting, starvation, heightened levels of acetone. How sad. I wish they had caretakers for their property, for him. I wish they had help and more peaceful deaths, but oh man. A big hug to you all. A big hug to you all. Thoughts on what we have learned now? Let's discuss in the comments section.